Welcome to the Rebel Sports Spotlight. I'm head basketball coach Jake Darling, and I'm joined today by two of my basketball players. Here today is junior Caleb Williams and sophomore Keon Wallace. I'm asked these guys a lot of questions, some funny questions, some just kind of picking their brains about the season and where we go forward over the next year for basketball. But I'll start with a kind of a silly one, kind of just to get to know who these guys are. If you had to listen to one song on repeat for the rest of your life, what song would it be? And we'll start with, out of the two of you, whoever has the highest GPA.
That's me. Probably Glow by Lil Baby.
All right. Juice?
I say I Remember by Kondo Rondo.
All right. So we just finished our season a couple weeks ago in the state playoffs. Juice, we'll start with you. Kind of summarize how we did this year.
I mean, we had a great season. People didn't expect us to win as many games as we did. But, I mean, we could have did better. But, I mean, we'll do that next year.
All right. Keon?
I feel like we did what we were supposed to, but people didn't know that we was capable of doing that. We just played up to our level.
All right. Do either one of you guys know what our record was?
18-7.
What he said, I think.
18-8. We were 18-8.
Can we hold for a second? Keon and Juice, you're talking way too quiet.
Huh?
We talking
Talk
quiet.
louder.
The mic's right there. It's really hard to pick you up.
All right, start over.
So if you just want to speak louder, remember, this is your interview for your show.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna
Start from where you left.
All right. What was your favorite moment of the season, Juice?
I say our favorite moment of the season was when we had first got to Richmond Academy. And then we weren't really taking the shoot-around serious, and then when Brickhouse had really told us what we really do, I feel like that's the best moment of the season.
Yeah, kind of got our attention a little bit, got us focused. All right, what about you, Keon?
My favorite moment was we beat Swainsboro.
Okay.
That was big.
Yeah.
They won the state championship last year and brought everybody back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a big moment, definitely, for us as a team. Something we referenced several times throughout the season when things were going well or things weren't going so well. We'd always talk about how we played a really good game, a complete game against a really good team. And I think by the end of the season we did that more than just against Swainsboro. I think we did against Richmond Hill. I think even in the state playoffs, I think we played probably one of our best games for 25 minutes, and then really bad for about 4 or 5. But but it is ups and downs of a season. So, all right, Caleb, if you could guard one guy in the NBA, who would it be?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving? All right, you think you can handle him the way you handled the point guards of our region and our schedule?
Most def.
Yeah, I think so. I think you could do a good job against them. Caleb was Defensive Player of the Year in the region. We're Region 2 6A. We're one of the highest classifications. He did a great job this year. And, the coaches around the region vote on region awards. And Caleb was one of the guys that was nominated. Well, he was the only guy nominated for Defensive Player of the Year because there was nobody else that could even match up to what he did on the floor defensively. So he had a great season and very proud of him. Keon was Co-Player of the Year. He shared that award with Jaden Marshall of Richmond Hill. Jaden was a senior. Keon's a sophomore. But a really, really prestigious award for a really good region, and Keon definitely deserved it. So, all right, I got a question for you, Keon. All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Okay, if you're to play Kyrie one-on-one for $1,000, who would win, and what would the score be?
I'll win. The score would be 10-1 because he'll get one bucket because I have to tie my shoe.
All right, and how would you score?
How would I score?
Is it just going to be jumpers all day? Or?
I'm taking him to the paint. He's little. He's like 150.
Okay. All right. Juice, what player do you try to model your game after?
Like a Chris Paul type. Cause he lead people, and I try to lead the team.
Yeah.
Like he do.
Point guard, handle the ball all the time, guard the best player on the court. Okay. Who'd you pick to win the March Madness?
March Madness.
You probably hadn't even looked at the bracket,
I
had you?
didn't, but I'm going with. I'm gonna have to go with Gonzaga because everybody else against them.
Yeah.
They're number one.
They're the
They-
number one team, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have the best all-around team as probably anybody in the country. What about you, Juice?
I'd say Baylor.
Baylor? Okay. Why you like Baylor?
How they play defense and offense.
Yeah. And they got a local guy, too,
Yeah.
from Liberty County, guy playing at Baylor from Liberty County. All right, next question. Who's a better shooter?
Me. Hands down.
All right. So do you think you could score more than he stops you? Because we kind of got opposite.
most
No.
definitely. He's little.
No.
He don't be in the weight room long enough.
Okay. All right. So you take him down in the post.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
wouldn't have to shoot a ball.
What about
you got to say
outside
about
the
that?
post?
Outside the post?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to shoot outside the post.
What if it wasn't no post? 3
I,
triples.
oh my God, you wouldn't touch the ball.
All right. All right. This is kind of a random question. You guys hadn't heard this yet. But how does it make you feel that one of your teammates has no clue what March Madness is?
They don't know what March Madness is?
What?
They have, one of your varsity teammates does not know what doesn't know what a bracket is. How's that make you feel?
I don't even
It's
know.
crazy, right?
I was trying to think who it is.
I don't even know how.
Take a
How?
guess.
I say Taylor.
Big Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I'm going with.
Taylor's smart now. He
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
things.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
not
have to
Taylor.
go with. Hold on. It got to be somebody young.
No, I don't even feel like.
I don't know.
I say Bryce.
I'm gonna go with Jordan.
Bryce? Jordan? All right, we'll leave it out there. We'll answer it at another time. I will say one of you are right, though.
I'm right. I
Yeah,
know.
So-
it's Jordan. I knew it's Jordan.
I'm right. I know that.
One of you are right. All right, what's the most important thing that you can do for your game of basketball between now and October?
No, not so.
We'll start with Juice.
I'm gonna get my shot better.
Okay, weight room, a shot better. Okay, those are two good things.
I gotta get my footwork down on defense and to play on ball defense better.
Yeah.
That's really.
Okay. I mean, you know, you've got some offers for football. You know, I know you want definitely to have some offers for basketball.
Yes, sir.
You know, and that's going to be a tough decision you have to make down the road. Is what sport do you pick? You know, so I think that goal for you is definitely a good one because if you play college basketball, you're going to have to guard a guard.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think that's something you can learn from him over this next year is, you know, kind of some of his tricks of what he does to get guys flustered when he's playing defense on the ball. And that's something that you as a young guy need to really try and absorb from him over this next year. I think that's something that can make you better. And, you know, you said your shot in the weight room. He's a strong dude. He can kind of shoot the ball. I think you guys really need to try and bounce your strengths off of each other, you know, and onto the other one. So not only make us a better team. So and that's just going to take time and getting in the gym and doing those things. So explain how you're going to achieve those goals this offseason.
Just putting in the work.
Yeah.
Knowing that I got something that's gonna really change me as a player.
Yeah. How much time are you willing to spend?
The whole summer.
Whole
I have
summer. All right. How about you?
I'm gonna guard quicker guards like in the YMCA, like Mario, all them quicker guards that get out the defense easily.
Yeah.
And then just keep working on that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Besides you two, okay, looking at our team, the guys we got coming back, who do you think is going to make the biggest jump as far as, you know, not necessarily playing time or any of that, but who's going to make the biggest gains from where they're at as a player now to when we get started in the season?
Hayden.
Okay, Hayden Eason. All right, why you say that?
Cause he want to play, but he know he got stuff to work on. So he be like, I'm going to the Y today to work on this. I'm going over to the Y today to work on that. Like he dedicated.
He puts the work in.
Yes, sir.
And I know he's getting on the Vertimax and all that stuff too, trying to get stronger and faster. What about you?
I say Jonah. Every time I go in the gym, he there before me, and he the last one to leave.
Yeah, yeah, he's a hard worker for sure.
Got hard.
All right. So Juice, you're going to be a senior this next year. What are your plans after high school?
Right now, it's try to play college basketball.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if that don't work, I'm still thinking right now about that.
Yeah. All right. We talked about you getting an offer for football, Texas A&M, big time Division I offer. You know, kind of what do you think your plans? You're still young. You still got 2 more years of this, but
Yeah.
where's your head at right now?
I'm not gonna say which sport, but I
Yeah.
want to go to college for sport.
Yeah.
I almost said it, but
Yeah. I mean, I think, like we said, you know, you've got options. And it's all up to you. And the one thing I would say to both of you guys, and you've heard me say it day in and day out, is just don't be complacent. You know, don't be okay with where you're at. Kind of push yourself to work on those weaknesses that you both mentioned, and get in the gym and make sure you have no regrets by the end of your career. You know, that you put in all the work that you can. And when you look back, you don't say, man, I wish I would have done this better or spent more time doing that. So, you know, I'm excited about this next season as coach. You know, we lost 1 senior, and we return everybody back. So I think, and I told these guys this at the banquet, I think that the goals that we need to have really high goals of winning a state championship. That needs to be the ultimate goal, of winning a state championship, and doing everything we can to get there. And a region championship is just a step in that process. So, you know, we want to win 2 championships next year. We want to win a state championship and a region championship. And we want to take up every single region award that we can, you know. We already got the defensive player, already got player of the year. You know, I think we get several more awards, you know, we had Kyrie. Kyrie got first team all region, and he did that being hurt most of our region games. So, you know, I think maybe next year he's also up there in some of those conversations of player of the year and offensive player of the year and all those things. So, you know, I'm really excited. We got a young group of guys, and, you know, Juice is coming into his senior year. He's going to be a big leader for us, and I'm excited to see how you lead the team and how you and Kyrie and Miguel and all those other guys that are going to be seniors for us next year, how you guys lead us to our goals of a state championship and a region championship. So, proud of you guys. Good season. But, you know, that's all for the Rebel Sports Spotlight. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Coach Darling, and you're watching The Pit.